Well, guys, I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. Why won't that play, though? Well, don't exactly know what the hell just happened there. So, we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. I'm gonna try to figure out how to fix that, that's for sure. And, let's make sure that I can see you guys and you can see me. I got this little mirror that I actually checked to see how the frame looks. So I need to be... Alright, good deal. You know, I just wanted to come on here, guys. It's been a little while since I was able to do a YouTube video, and I'm actually using the app called CameraFi Live. They give you a free 30-day trial, and on there, you can go live on YouTube without, from what I'm able to see, now this may be yet to be determined, but unless they change the rules, you can't live stream unless you have a certain amount of subscribers and a certain amount of, view time, and have made it a little bit further up on YouTube. It takes a while before you can actually legit live stream, but with CameraFi Live, it actually allows me to live stream now with definitely not 1,000 subscribers like what I thought it was. So this app, it's a free 30-day trial. If you ever want to go live on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, or use OBS Studio or a custom URL, I think there's a lot more features to it that I don't really know how to work yet. But with Facebook, 720p is the max resolution. With YouTube, it does 2160, which my phone's capable of doing, but sometimes I get stuttering, so just know that I will be testing that out to see if we can actually upload in 2160. Then I'll obviously upload it in 2160 for you guys. Now, I just really wanted to come on here and update you guys. I think I tried to make a video, but, it was stopping the recording because I was running out of space already. I got the newest Galaxy S phone, and there's no expandable storage. Sure, you can plug in, an SD card through an external, connector port, but it always runs out of space because I have a lot of video on here anyway. And I don't know. I'm in the process of editing something. I'm just trying to... I have a little bit of a different perspective. Over the last month, I can tell you that my feelings about things and my thought processes have changed a little bit. Some things maybe drastically changed. So I just want to point out to you guys, and yes, I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because people are probably asleep. I just wanted to try to let you all know that I'm still definitely 100% trying to make this channel what I wanted to make it. Really, honestly, a safe place for people to come to join this kind of collective idea that I feel like when you come here, I will do my best to try to give you, with my life experience, the things that I may do. I won't advise you to do the things that I do, but I will at least tell you about my experiences. I think if you will continue to watch my story, I have not really opened up. I have taken some videos down off my channel and made them a private link for reasons I will get into later, but basically 6 months ago I moved from Ohio out to Colorado, to a town that really is really expensive to live in. Didn't know anything about it here. I knew of a town about an hour and a half away, which I lived in for a short time, like back when I was a freshman in high school, so like 18 years ago. So I didn't know what I was really getting myself into. And I went from staying with a couple of friends that I do owe a great deal of gratitude, and I will try to repay the favor, but they both had been together for about 10 years, and, well, they really like to argue a lot with each other, which is fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But for me personally, I had just came from kind of an intensely negative type of environment. I had moved out here to be removed away from any kind of negative people or things like that. I don't like anger. I don't like hatred, rage. I don't mind protecting myself, but I don't like fighting. If I can stay away from that type of situation, I will stay away from it. Unless it like absolutely physically involves me in it, then I will. But yeah, it was a very uncomfortable, or it was getting to be that way. Part of that was, I think, they didn't really agree with some of the choices that I wanted to make. For instance, I had gotten a little extra money and I bought the phone, a phone that's probably way more expensive than I should have had any business buying. However, to me it was a huge investment and it does a whole lot. I don't need any other devices. It's my camera, video recorder, video editor, my computer, laptop, my TV, my phone, my internet, everything. It's everything in one device. It's not that expensive every month. I just had to pay a decently large deposit. And they got a little frustrated by that I wasn't trying to buy a car or get my own place or something, but my phone, and I'd say having that guitar and my spiritual tools are probably a must. And to be honest with you, yeah, I'm pretty attached to having my phone. I had my S9 Plus, I paid it all off. 3 months later it died because I wasn't keeping the charging port from being clean. When you're sticking your phone in your pocket, believe me, that charging port will start collecting dirt in there, and then if that goes out, your whole phone screen, everything could blow up, which is what happened to mine. So if I was you, I would get a case that protects your charging port, especially if you put it in your pocket or your purse a lot. I wanted to come on here because I have made a lot of content. After reviewing the content though, I want to try to do things a little bit differently, and basically I just really wanted to update you guys on some stuff. I wanted to tell you all, I don't know if you have any kind of relationships, jobs, responsibilities, people in your family, people in your immediate circle, emotions that you have about yourself, situations from the past that you still haven't healed or moved on from, addictions that you may carry still, mind blocks that you place yourself in, over-worrying, over-analyzing, overthinking, financial burdens that may be bothering you, a lack of faith, a lack of no spirituality at all, maybe a bad taste in your mouth, or even the thought of thinking about any kind of spirituality kind of bothers you. If you basically have any reason that you give yourself, even 5 kids, because I know that's a huge responsibility, and I can't relate a whole lot with raising the kids, okay, but I do know that it takes a lot of your time. But what I want to ask my viewers is, are you happy with the way your life is? I mean, are you genuinely really happy? Are you putting up with some things just because you have to kind of just do it, because if you didn't, you don't really think you could figure out another way to do things? Like, this is just the best I can get, this is the best that I'm most likely going to get, or this is the best I deserve. I'm going to accept, potentially, for some of you, maybe the breadcrumbs in life, the breadcrumbs that people give me, because it's better than taking a risk on going for the whole loaf of bread. And look, I haven't gotten a whole loaf of bread just yet. And a lot of the bread that I've got, I didn't just pull out of my ass, and it wasn't just like it was really easy. And honestly, some of it was foolish spending and frivolous spending, and it was not really wise or really even necessary. I'll just tell you this, that a lot of the last couple of years from last year, so New Year's Eve and back, basically, and I will explain more of this in a few months. But I don't think I've ever gone through a more harder, more traumatic, more painful experience than I did. It wasn't just that particular experience, which had to do with my health. There was a whole lot, that was partially, some of it was my own doing, because this whole lot of a burden kind of kept me in a place mentally where I felt like I was so angry, upset, resentful, bitter, confused, felt lonely, unloved, or unappreciated, or misunderstood, whatever. They were all mind blocks that I would kind of create for myself, and then I let the problems that were legit really a problem, hurdles, I let them become even more of a hurdle. I would make things be worst case scenario because of the things I was dealing with personally, or outside myself, that either were or were not, had anything to do with me, but they were still hurdles nonetheless. And these hurdles, the one in particular, was 10 times more difficult, almost impossible. And it still is a problem. It's 98% better, but it still is a problem. And when I eventually open up about this, hopefully you'll understand at that point. But put it this way, I can't think of too many other possibilities of very uncomfortable, very painful, and very, very, very lonely experience. Very much felt like this was it. Like there was no way out. It was not going to improve. I am just done for. And it kind of kept me in a place of, well, such low vibration negativity. I had no kind of hope, really. I had a lot of despair. I have faith, but yes, I really wanted to have the strength or the courage to even end my own existence, which I really would never do. But I thought about it a lot. I really wanted to be able to do it, because I really didn't see a way out. I did try a lot of solutions. I spent a lot of money. I did not find a way out of the situation. My outside circumstances even, I just didn't have the knowledge that I needed. I didn't have just, over time I gained knowledge and I figured out like more I could do. However, it still is not 100% solved. And I will open up about this one day, because I don't want you to empathize or sympathize with me. I'm trying to show you that if anybody has had something in life that has really stopped them from doing the things I want to personally do, what I want to personally do involves a lot with staying confident, believing in yourself, and using your full potential and your power. If you start doubting yourself or have anything like that, or people around you make you doubt yourself, because some people will encourage and inspire you, but some people get jealous and envious, or some people, they just want to stop you because they don't like what you're doing or how you make them feel. Or maybe, I'm just saying, if you do start succeeding in life, don't be surprised if you have some people that may really not be on your side. I guess it depends on how you're succeeding and what you're doing with the success. But most people that I see on a day-to-day basis, we all work regular jobs that we kind of need to do. We all do a lot of things throughout our day that maybe isn't really the way we would really prefer it to be. And of course, we can't always just be on the damn beach in the sun sipping Coronas and margaritas and think that we're going to be able to take care of our own life. You can't have it like a total dream fantasy. You do have to do the uncomfortable, hard things that you may not want to do at times, right? Especially if you have to take care of others. Do things your doctor maybe recommends, things for your health, things for your diet, things for your bills. So there's going to be things that, you're not always going to want to do necessarily. But do you go to your job every day and you tell yourself, well, I make pretty good money, it's good enough money, it's safe, it's secure, it's a guaranteed bet, I'm comfortable with it, I know how things go, I know that most likely at the end of the day I'm not really fulfilled, but it's comfortable and satisfying enough. It brings in enough money that I'm good with it, you know? I can go do fun things, I can have my vacation once in a while. How many of you also notice that there is a lot of people online that also are doing a whole lot of fun stuff that they really do enjoy? Some of them barely working at all, have a lot more time for their family, for connections, for dating, for doing the things they do want to do, or create a business where they are able to be surrounded by the exact same kind of minded people that they are, or be around people that maybe build them and grow them into better ways, people that teach them something, people that have knowledge to offer. Are you working in a place that lets you think outside the box, that lets you explore your full possible potential? At the end of the day, I'm trying to show you on this channel, one of the main things is I do believe that we can have anything that we want. Like really legit anything that we really want. The life that some people may say is just a dream fantasy, that you should totally be more logical and reasonable and be mature and be an adult. Be a big boy, put your big boy pants on, go do the things that you don't want to do in order to provide for yourself, and that's what you should do. I have learned that my ultimate goal might be to manifest my reality into the way that I want it. But if you have any kind of financial trouble or financial concerns, you're going to feel creatively blocked. You're going to need to at least make some money. I believe that we can have whatever we want. I believe that if you meet, you don't have to have faith in a higher power, but that would be beneficial. I recommend that you try to find a way to have that if possible, but you don't have to have that. And you don't have to have that to be a better person. You don't have to ever have it. If you feel fulfilled and happy, then you don't need it, if that's what you think. But if you are somehow still feeling slightly just not full, something that's just still a little empty, something that just still isn't quite there, a light that you're looking for, you're trying to fill it with some other stuff and nothing's really doing it for you, well, then I ask that you leave a comment down below and connect with me, and I plan to make content in the future that's going to be based solely upon my journey of trying to find the truth. Does the supernatural exist or not? Is this a real thing to even be concerned about or not? And if it is a real thing, how important should it be in our daily life? What kind of differences does it make for you if you do have it versus if you don't? We'll explore that at another time. I just wanted to update you. I came out here on a last-ditch attempt with 2 bags of clothes that all got stolen anyway from the laundromat when I left them there. And I had a crappy cell phone. And, well, all of this TV. Not bragging or boasting, guys. I'm trying to show you that when you believe and have faith, you ask the universe to provide what you need, what you want, the desires of your heart, even if you're not doing everything right. Believe in yourself. Tell yourself that you can have this, that you do deserve it, that you are going to receive it. $25 for that TV with a wonderful remote that actually has smart TV keyboard on the back of it. Phone plugs into it through this right here. All of this. This has a powered USB hub. Plug Ethernet into there. The speaker's new. All this stuff, this entire table, everything up here is all brand new. A friend from work gave it to me. The bed's brand new. $25. The desk was $20. Some of the furniture in here belongs to the person that I rent the room from. It's her house. But this, all brand new. This right here, all brand new. The USB hub, brand new. The lighting, the guitar, that's new. The chair is new. The fan is new. Poster is new. The amplifier, portable PA system, the bag. All of these clothes in here. I mean, my closet's totally full of clothes. You know? Not to brag or boast, because I don't know even how I really even got here like I did. It was really kind of faster than I really thought possible. However, I don't want to tell you that I pulled it out of my butt, or that I manifested it in a wise way, or I manifested it in an honest way. I would say that there was, well, just put it this way, it was some foolishness that went into being able to do this. A part of it was just the fact that I had been unhappy and uncomfortable for such a long time. I really felt, I just really wanted to finally be happy again. And even when things started getting slightly better, the whole problem that was my biggest problem, I still, to this day, have not been able to quite solve. And this issue, in particular, boy oh boy, has it taught me a whole lot of things, and has it also really made me kind of be very humble, and, well, it's just really hard to sometimes have confidence in myself. And again, when I talk about this at some point, which it's going to need to be perfect, the details are going to need to be there, it's going to need to really be as real as I can get it, and there'll need to be some evidence and facts given, because it's really weird. But I get why the universe is doing it. It's putting me in this uncomfortable place to force me to move my ass and to do things differently, let go of things that no longer serve me. I'd say for the most part I have let go of the toxic things in my life, but there are still some. I still have some addictive behaviors, not to extremely dangerous things like there used to be, or prescription medication, but yes, I still have my vices. One of my fears is that I won't ever be able to really be my optimal, fullest potential self if I don't take some kind of smart nootropics or some kind of supplements or something. I buy nootropics, that's kind of my thing. They're legal, they're not illegal, they're supposed to be safe. I usually buy the ones that have a lot of reviews and people that have tried them. But yeah, they make a huge difference for me. But it is a vice, and no, I feel like I don't do anywhere near the level of artistic creative expression that I could do without them. I still have a little bit of a sugar craving, and I'm doing better. Still don't have a great diet. I still procrastinate a lot. I still don't like going to regular work, but I've realized that having any kind of money troubles in any way, or not being able to get a piece of equipment that you need, or be able to maybe take a girl out if someone all of a sudden wants to go out, and it's best to have money in your pocket. At the same time, I definitely don't want every day of mine taken up by regular work of places that are okay to work at. They're not bad. It's just taking my time up, and I want to do what I want to do. And I'm trying to show you guys on this channel, and I apologize if I'm a little bit too up close, but that, like I said, I came here with nothing. I came here on a leap of faith. I had no idea how it was going to work. I had every single thing. My health issue was at an all-time high. My addictions or dependencies to medication was at an all-time high. I was so scared to death. I moved in with people that were definitely, I did not realize how unstably they were with the drinking. They went to work, paid their bills, had a house, but I didn't realize how bad it was. But I'm glad that hopefully I did something for them, helped them in some way. They helped me. I definitely want to return the favor in some way, even if they did make things kind of hard on me at one point. I don't blame them. At the end of the day, when they woke up in the morning, they were the fun-loving people that I've come to love. At night, when they would drink, they just turned into somebody else that I did not like. And you could be a drinker. You could be a drugger. You could be anything. I'm trying to say my perspective, for me, is I want you guys to feel safe to be able to comment, or at least come to me personally, and we'll figure out a way you can do that. If you want to comment down below, I'll make sure to let you know. I want you to know that I really don't ever judge or criticize anyone for any reason about any of your past, present, or future behavior. Anything that you still have in your life that maybe everyone else shuns you for, I will not even think a negative thought about any of that. I will look at you like a regular, worthy of love human that has just as much value and offer to this world as anyone else. I want you to feel like you're not going to have any more hurdles, and neither will I. I'm trying to show you that, believe me, every day, there's a whole lot of things in my mind that try to say I have these blocks. There's something that's stopping me. There's a reason why I can't do this or do that. I'm trying to start my ultimate goal of making this a channel where I do consistently upload videos. I second guess myself. I know I can be ungrounded. I know that I can be a little extreme and be really, really talkative, and then I can be really... So I'm finding more of a balance with that. And I'm also, well, I'm questioning my spiritual practices, as I just want them to be from the light, from the good side. I think everything can be taken as both a bad way and a good way. However, at this point, from everything that I've done over the last 6 or 7 years, and every prayer that I've prayed, both in a New Age type of way to the universe, to the Creator, or whatever, the masculine, feminine aspect of God, or whatever you want to think of it as, but I also equally pray in my raised and Christian way. I talk to Jesus still, but only out of, hey man, if you really, really do exist, and you are really the only way to do things, I don't agree with that concept. I don't think that that's fair, because to New Age philosophy, we are a soul that has been reborn multiple times, and we have chosen ourselves to be in the situation we're in, the family we're in, and the negative circumstances we allow ourselves to be born into, because we are trying to learn something that our soul previously has not learned. We purposefully don't remember our past life in order to stand the test. This is like a playground. Our soul comes here to basically be in an avatar that is not who we really are. This is an ego. We are just some ego. We are our raising. We are our environment, our people, music, the things we take in, the face we believe in, the ideas that we have. That's who we are. It's our ego. It's not who we really are in our soul. That could be true in one sense, or the Christian philosophy is, your soul was created when you were born, or that God, kind of chose you and created your soul first, and then put your soul into your body when you were born, and then when you die or whatever, then you will basically be judged, and you'll be judged for your life and your faith, and did you accept his son according to Christianity anyway, Catholicism? Did you accept Jesus? And if you did not, eternal torture and punishment forever and ever. I'm sorry, I just don't think there's any reason that there's no kind of good that comes from eternally, totally cutting someone off from ever being able to try to relearn a situation. For people that are born into different cultures, different places that they didn't choose, if we're thinking about this philosophy, that is. Because through Christianity, we didn't choose our situation, God chose our situation. So if you're born in a country, third world country, where they believe in a really different religion, completely out of the realm of an Abrahamic religion, and you expect them to pick up on the Christian idea, and if they don't, and that's not fair. A lot of it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. There's a lot of science that we know today that the Bible doesn't ever speak of. The Bible might be one of the wisest books I've ever read, and there is an answer in a logical, good way to really handle almost any situation in life. The New Age stuff like reading tarot and astrology and gemstones, meditation and chakras and Kundalini and yoga and binaural beats and isochronic tone meditation and just saging stuff, or magic, or even going all the way into, doing magic spells, or any of that stuff, manifestation and intention. I'm on the fence right now. I'm trying to do some spiritual soul searching. I can't have somebody tell me their experience. I can't have someone tell me that the time that the angel appeared before them, or the time that they went up to heaven. I can't listen to maybe an amazing sermon's lesson that day that tries to tell me. I can't read that book and try to say this is enough. There are coincidences, there are things about the book that absolutely make my soul feel like it is God speaking to me. The Old Testament says fortune tellers, divinators of any kind should be stoned to death. The New Testament has a new law. But I wanted to be a spiritual enlightener that accepted every faith of everybody, and all the kind of unbelievers, not believers, and people that were really going through hard times, or that have gone through hard times, people that are the outcasts. I want this channel to be a place where even someone that has it together, that just wants to be an entrepreneur and just doesn't really believe in themselves, or believe that their crazy ideas are even going to be able to work, and maybe your family and friends all kind of make you feel like it's just dumb, or you doubt yourself. But also all the way to the extreme side of an atheist that's in heavy addictions, in a toxic family household, and just going through the worst situation. I'm trying to really be like you guys. I am not ever really going to be like the role model type of guy. I'm trying to make this channel really genuine. I don't really want to put on a mask to just say what the viewer may want me to say. I would rather tell you exactly how things are. And the truth is I'm not all the way together. I don't have every responsibility in place the way I should. I'm not completely grown up. I probably never will be. I am hoping that as time moves on and I continue to make content, the universe told me to come out here. I don't know how I got what I got, or what, I'm much more comfortable. Do I still have a lot of things that I get upset about, or I'm kind of resentful or bitter about? Yeah. Especially when it comes to dealing with this health issue that I can't seem to... I mostly have fixed it enough, but it ain't fixed yet, and it still causes a lot of frustration. And pretty much done just about everything. That and the fact that I really want my own business. I want to make my own money making content. I want to show you guys I can make well-edited content. I just need to actually put the time and effort into doing it. Writing a script, trying to get to the point faster. But guys, I really had nothing 6 months ago. I also had a whole lot of reasons that I should have never really came out here. I mean, I had to sacrifice some stuff where I got benefits back in Ohio. Here, I didn't. There was a whole lot to be afraid of. And after 5 weeks, I sold my professional $1,500 guitar because I had to pay for a hotel to get out of the house that I was in. I was super, super miserable by that point, because at least I wasn't miserable. I was happy I was out here. I was happy that I was healthier. But once I got at least healthier and in a more clear mindset, I was ready to go. I wanted to go and start doing what I love to do. I want to start being in a more positive environment. If I'm surrounded by negative people, I will never do anything I want to do. It really affects me a lot. Or at least it's hard to do it. So I had to remove myself. I had to take a freaking leap of faith again and spend... I only had like a few $100 out of that guitar. Definitely got ripped on it. But the guy did give me that guitar over there to at least play. And it is an electric, so hey, that's something, right? but it gave me just enough money, and I had just enough things that did happen for me by believing that God would look out for me, not by being foolish and just doing whatever I wanted, but knowing that He'd provide and figuring out something. Something always would come through. Even when it seemed like it never would, something would work out. It would work out. The more and more that I see that things work out, like the TV and the computer desk, I mean, that was like, I felt like I was just given the most amazing gift. You know, even though it might not have been that big a deal, the TV's like 5 or 6 years old, still, 240 hertz 50 inch for $25 smart TV is like, I felt like, you know, they were giving it to me. But the desk even, I mean, you know, it just came here. I had no air mattress, I had no chair, you know. But at the same time, I didn't really save money, and when I lost some of my hours, this week I'm back every day of the week, but when I lost some hours for about 8 or 9 days, well, some of this money could come in handy right now. Some bills are due, and I don't quite have everything I need. So it's not like the money doesn't just magically fall into your lap, but I know that when I go to work, for instance, as a server, if I'm in a negative kind of mood or just down, and I keep thinking that, and even if I feel down, if I'm at least not trying to say how I want to feel or think how I want to feel, or just try my best to force myself to believe that my day will be really, really good, and that I'm open to receiving the blessings that are readily trying to be given to me. But if I go into work without that push, sometimes I really have to fake it. Like, I really have to fake myself into maybe thinking I believe it. I just keep saying it out loud. I just keep saying, I am not sad. I am not financially in trouble. I am going to make great money tonight. I'm going to have great customers tonight. My job will flow easily. I will be happy. I will want to smile. I will be laughing. I will want to tell jokes more. I will be more attractive. I deserve love from everyone around me. I am of worthy and value to the people around me. I am smart. I am capable. I'm talented. I can offer people things. I try to build myself up. Half the time, it's faking it till I make it. I'm saying this stuff out loud when there's maybe nobody around. Think it in my head. I really have tried to change that, especially over the last month and a half, but really over the last month. It's made a tremendous difference in what comes to me when I literally just think those thoughts. Even if it's a fake thinking, you obviously feel like crap or something, but yet you have to think these positive thoughts that you really don't really believe. I'm telling you from experience, it makes a tremendous difference. There has been some nights that I was serving, that I was doing that as much as I could, and I was getting absolutely ridiculously big tips, mind-blowingly one after the other. And these people didn't know I was doing that. And I really wasn't doing too much at all of carrying my energy any differently. I just kept on saying it to myself. And the more that I kept saying, this is going to happen. I will have what I need, what I want. I deserve what I need and what I want. And if it definitely benefits you and doesn't harm you or other people, sometimes the universe won't give you the desire of your heart. And you also need to be careful with what you ask for at the same time. The universe in our life is all about learning lessons. And if you do not have pain and trauma and things that you go through like that, then you will not grow and learn and become a better you, a more powerful you, a wiser you. You have to go through the uncomfortable, very hard to understand, and very unfair things in life that may happen to you or your loved ones. And at the time, I can't explain horrible things that may happen to some people that they definitely don't deserve, and maybe their loved one definitely didn't deserve. I can just tell you that I know, and I know, and I know that somehow this is all woven together for a reason. Every person in your life, every situation you go into, even when it doesn't work out or it's a catastrophic failure, it is purposefully there for a particular reason to help you grow in an area. The more that you are unwilling to change some of the things in your life, unwilling to learn or apply them, there are things that the universe has been pushing me to leave behind, and I am unwilling to compromise on some things, or unwilling to completely leave behind, oh well, let's say like my vape, for instance, my nicotine. Let's say like my occasional Mountain Dew, that for my health situation is not good to do. There are things that I'm just like very stubborn about not stopping, and well, I don't know. I don't really want any. It's called the tower moment. Your tower comes crashing down, but it only does so that you can rebuild something better in its place. Things that no longer serve you will come to a screeching halt eventually. The more that you keep resisting leaving that bad relationship, moving out of that bad home, getting out of that horribly negative job, getting out of that really, really toxic, bad for you addiction, quit drinking as much as you are, all kinds of things. Negative emotional thought patterns, leave it behind. This is a time, astrologically speaking, where we all have the ability right now to transform our lives, every sign, into something that we really want it to be. The energy's right for us to basically, if you could paint a picture of what you want your life to be, if you could have anything, if I said literally, money is no problem, looks are no problem, health situations none of the hurdles that you think are something you have to take into account to paint your dream life. Pretend like that's not there. Take away the hurdles, paint your dream life, but maybe consider some of the things. You gotta understand, some of the things that you maybe think are your dream life, they might actually be your downfall and devastation. You gotta think to yourself, what would be, because you know your own triggers, right? And you know what would probably be safe and not safe, but don't limit yourself either. Set the right kind of intention in your mind. Have good intentions towards you and other people. What is the best dream life I can have that's going to benefit me and the people around me? What can I do to where maybe I'm of service to others without it really being a major drain on my energy? I'm far from really being able to tell you I've succeeded. I'm still going to jobs, 2 jobs now, and believe me, I don't know how well I'll do. Working every day of the week for a whole week, I honestly don't do very good with that. But I'm going to try to do my best if it wasn't for, well, my boss being my landlord. However, I made a promise that I would work, and I'm trying to hold my responsibility here. But at the end of the day, I love the work. Delivery driving compared to serving. I can listen to a podcast the whole time. Just sit and drive it. Like, that's shit I can do whether I'm on my game or not. Like, that's good. That's good for me. So most likely I'm going to choose one job or the other at the end of the day. I'm not working both. My main goal, I want to make my own money doing the things that I want to do. What I've taught myself to do. I don't want to make just a tiny bit of money to barely make it. I want to make a lot of money. First of all, the main reason, I want to show all of you that the most impossible things easily can happen. I want to show you that there is probably no rational, logical, reasonable way that you could say. For instance, my readings, and I advise you to please do your research and do your own praying and soul searching before you ever try to dabble with any of the readings or astrology. I cannot tell you for certain, that maybe my grandparents might have been right about this stuff, possibly bringing in dark forces in your life. It could possibly be that. I don't believe it is myself personally, but at the same time, it could. What has happened with my health has been a real situation that is kind of unexplainable, and I'm just saying that I don't know what has brought upon some of the most darkest, hardest times of my life. I don't know. All I'm saying is these things are powerful, they're accurate, the cards, it's not a toy, it's to be respected. I feel like it's led me on my enlightenment path 10,000 times further and faster and better than anything else I did before. It really means a lot to me. But if it has anything to do with really anything evil whatsoever, which I have prayed at least 1,000 times now, that if it did, God, you gotta just tell me, not through other people, I need my own experience here, which I'm sure you can do, no problem. If there were tools like this that were this magical and this much of a help, it's like the perfect therapist for me, okay? They say exactly what I need to hear. I just want to tell you that I don't want to ever mislead you, and I don't want to tell you to do what I do. Go find your own way to spiritually connect. If you want to know and learn more, I would love to provide that to you. But right now, when it comes to trying to spiritually advise people, I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction or something that may ever bring you harm. In the Bible, it says fortune telling is punishable by stoning to death. That it's an abomination, that it's completely against God. I just wish God had more things that we could do maybe He wasn't against, that we could have tools like this to show us. I needed something to prove to me that this stuff was even real. And whether it was the right or wrong move, these cards have shown me repeatedly, time and time again, not just those, but any kind of the new age or occult type of spiritual enlightenment. It's been the most amazing, what I feel like now. However, it's not out of the realm of possibility that is right about it all. I'm willing to accept that, and I will move on to that if I feel like there is a one-on-one encounter somehow, even in the smallest way. I need God to tell me in a way that's not someone else or another source. And if you can't understand that, I'm sorry, but I have to go based upon logic and facts and an experience, and I know that I've had an extraordinarily mind-blowing after mind-blowing experience with these tarot and oracle cards and the astrology reports and learning about this stuff. It's been it's brought me wisdom that I've never thought possible. It's given me experiences that were just, I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever that this spiritual world is a real existing thing. There is absolutely something we can understand that you may not understand, that I don't fully understand. All I can tell you is I wouldn't be wasting my time on these if they weren't that mind-blowing. But please, please soul search before you go and ever try to mess with it, okay? Or even listen to a reading on YouTube. Especially if you're a Christian, there could be very good reasons why sin is considered a sin. Maybe it really does open the doors to darkness and lead you down a dark path that ends up becoming a pit of despair, depression, and ultimately destruction. If that's the case, I'm hoping to find that out sooner rather than later. I don't want to ever lead people astray. I'm trying to help everyone feel worthy of love, acceptance. I'm trying to empower you, and I just want you to know that if you need a place where you can go to where people actually give a shit about you and actually want to try to help you become the better you, and vice versa, we help you get better, you help us get better. But that's the goal of this channel, at least. This is a safe place. I want us all to feel no reason for defenses here. Feel vulnerable, get weird, try new things. No one's ever going to make you feel bad or judge you. And those that want to behave that way will not be a part of the collective. I think if we all can get on this idea where I accept you for all the broken and the good in you presently and even in the future, if you do the same for me, and I will believe in magic for you if you believe in magic for me. I will push you if you want to push me, or I won't push you if you don't want me to. I just want to try to, I'm showing you through experience. Don't do what I'm doing. This is the way I have done things. This is my journey. Don't do exactly how I've done things. I'm just trying to tell you the universe is really doing a lot of great, things are falling in my lap. Things are just happening out of nowhere. If I can succeed with this business idea, if I can get, it's not gonna, I don't know how it's gonna happen through the YouTube channel, through giving the readings, through doing local work, or helping businesses promote themselves, doing my music online. I'm not sure. I just know that it is a message repeatedly telling me that's guaranteed to work. And I've had almost 80% of the people I know personally that have probably doubted me actually succeeding. They have every right to in certain ways. I've been on this process for a long time, and I get going, then I make a mistake and I slip up and I fall down again in life. They have every reason to doubt. However, I'm just saying, I know that a lot of people there would be something that would rattle their spiritual self, whether they believe or don't believe. There'd be something that would rattle their own empowerment, both good and bad. There would be people that would have conflict with me over it versus people that would have connection with me over it. If I succeed, I'm talking like really, really, really well. Not just a little bit of, little this and a little that, but I mean really do well, especially maybe better than they're doing, and I'm doing a fourth of the work they're doing, or whatever, I don't know. It would be something that would be just an ultimate inspiration and message, and hopefully spiritually uplift people, and it would be a story that we could continue growing on. I am just like anyone else. I will continue to fall down. I am not ever going to be perfect. I am not ever trying to tell you that I'm doing all the right. I'm just believing in the universe. I'm believing that I deserve it. I believe that I'm worthy of it, and I believe that it's easily possible to have anything I want by just making it so. Speaking it, thinking it, living it, trying it. Yet, I still, 4 out of 10 times, doubt myself, have fear, worry, anxiety, stress, depression, anger, resentment, bitterness. I have hurdles. I do have hurdles. Those hurdles might be hurdles for a long time. I'm trying to show you guys that I don't know what you might be dealing with, but please, live the life that you want. I want to live the life I want, and let's together work on this. I'm pretty much an amateur on YouTube videos right now. I know how to edit pretty well. I'm hoping to find people that I can work with, because I need someone to kind of help me do smaller tasks one at a time, keep things simple rather than look at the overall objective. I don't want to go work in a restaurant. I like it as far as part-time jobs that are available and things that I have the option to do that I know of. Yes, I guess I've taken the option I want to take, but it is not what I really want. I will do it because having the money and paying my bills to stay comfortable allows me to do this. At the end of the day, if I'm worrying about stuff, I can't really manifest a whole lot of stuff because I'm sitting here really worrying about stuff. But guys, I want to come on here and try to, I'm going to share my story, but I'm going to share this in a different kind of way. I'm not going to talk too much about the past. And a lot of this, I want these approaches, these videos to be a little bit differently. Not this up close. I want the lighting on. I want to do more elaborate, but it's late. I don't want to be too loud. I just wanted to update you on the fact that all of this, I was living in a hotel paying $2,500 a month. I don't even know how I did it for 3 months. And all of this, I've gotten little by little since I came out here. I took a huge leap of faith. I had no idea how it was going to work out. And I'm just trying to tell you guys, don't ever doubt what the universe can do. This has all been, now I have a home I live in. I have a garage out in the backyard that I can be as loud as I want all night long. I can play music anytime I want. Everybody in the house smokes weed. Nobody is up my ass. The sound barrier is pretty good. The guy across the hall from me, he's a Pisces. I'm a Pisces, so ultimately, I do want my very own completely private, or living with people that are absolutely, totally into the same stuff I'm into and want to work on stuff with me. But at the end of the day, I want to be able to make videos all night long if I feel like it. I want to be able to fucking crank that guitar up and be as loud as I need to be at 5 o'clock in the morning if I feel like it. I want to be able to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. Having some structure and some people that are kind of up my butt a little bit does help in certain situations. But if I have my own business, or if I'm getting there, my ultimate goal is, yes, I would like to have my own complete total control, where I have nobody that ever gets upset for anything that I'm doing or not doing. I don't want to have any obligations, really, that I feel like aren't. I want to spend my time 100% on the things that are moving me forward and that are getting me to this ultimate destination. However, there's a lot of balancing and doing things that maybe aren't a part of that in order to make that a reality. So I'm going to try to do my best. I'm working every day this week. She doesn't want me to stay up as late as I have been because I work for her business now. I'm the driver, so there's going to be a balancing act going on, and believe me, I'm kind of crapping my pants a little bit. The universe is telling me, if I just make the attempt, like really try, like as hard as I can, and really push through, even though I'm going to be exhausted possibly, that it's going to happen. Like, what do I mean by it? I mean by the universe giving me enough abundance to be a blessing and have everything that I need and want. Not like every little material thing, but I mean like 100% serenity and peace and love and acceptance and understanding and relatability and an environment that 100% supports everything about who I am, and the ability to help other people. Can it trust me with that? It's ready to give it to me. The messages have been clear. If I take the step forward and stop doubting, then it will happen. Now that I have 2 jobs, it'll be great to have extra money. It'll be great to not worry about money, right? But at the end of the day, I want to manifest this business, this consistently money-making business, as fast as I possibly can. Like, I'm talking, if I can do it in 2 days from now, I would love to do it in 2 days and not have to go to work at either one of the places. That is my ultimate goal, okay? Where I have enough money coming in to hire my own people to be around me that are wanting to talk and do the things I'm wanting to do. That's really what I want, and I want to make that happen probably more than ever right now. I just want to be able to use my time, and if I'm working, I want it to work on my business, my project. However, in the meantime, I can't just quit work, not have any money coming in, and then think I'm going to hit a grand slam overnight. Would be nice, but I need to really make this a reality. The kind of person I am, the energy that I am, the personality I am, I love who I am, I really do. But I really need to be in an environment, and I need to be 100%, as much as possible, surrounded by the things that will really elevate me to another level. I'm not thinking just a little bit of comfort. I'm not saying comfort. I'm thinking I really want that dream, okay? This channel is about, there's a whole lot of reasons that a lot of people could say, it's just wishful thinking or totally unrealistic. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying to you that I, come hell or high water, will prove to you that I will absolutely have the dream life. And then when I have the dream life, maybe I'll let you probably come with me, most likely. But you can doubt me, you can maybe whatever and think whatever, and you probably are very totally logical and right in saying and doing so. But I deserve this. If you knew how I have felt over the last few years, if you knew at my core all my intentions since day one of me being born, I've always tried to love other people and show kindness and compassion and mercy and forgiveness and total embrace. I have never ever tried to put anyone down. I have never tried to offend or hurt anybody. I've never tried to harm anyone in any way, even though I know I did. I know my addictions at times caused my behavior to be selfish in ways that did harm certain people, and for that I am very sorry. At the end of the day, I just didn't want to feel miserable. I was just in a state of suffering that I wasn't getting any kind of help in any other place. I had to do what I had to do. But this is my goal. I want to be able to have the means, the materials, the environment, the energy levels, the relationships with the people around me, the places I go, the things I talk about, everything. I want it to involve uplifting, overall self-empowerment, spiritual enlightenment, passionate gifts being revised and revisioned and totally regenerated and rebuilt and renewed, okay? It's a lot of R words. Revised, revisioned, rebuilt, renewed, reinstated, recollected, remembered, ready, running, readily, right? Yeah. I want it now. I don't want it a year from now. I want it as soon as possible. The universe says I can have it if I just really, my faith is there. I know the universe can do this. I know it will do this, but I still have a lot of doubt. I have hurdles in myself. The whole point of this channel is to try to show you that I am a regular guy with a lot of hurdles, with a lot of reasons that maybe you could say that, just like anybody else that maybe doubts themselves, I have extreme cases of certain things. That is why I'm trying to inspire you, because if I can do it, then you definitely can do this, okay? So, if you can see me succeed, I know it's going to be a huge blessing to a lot of people. And I want to tell you that I don't give a shit what you've ever done. I don't care if you're a murderer on death row. I think that you're worthy of love, acceptance. I think you're worthy to be heard. I may not agree with you. I may not want to be influenced by you. I may not want your negative energy around me all the time. You have to learn and try to grow and be better. You can still bring your negative shit, but you need to acknowledge that it's your negative shit and that you want to do better with it. Because I'll do probably the same sometimes. Just speak your truth. Don't put on a mask to appease me or anybody that's ever involved with this idea. Just want you to be you. Be as weird of a you as you need to be, and I want you to be the most broken, flawed you that there is. You have never done anything in my eyes that will ever make me give up on you. So, don't give up on this channel. Don't give up on me. Watch my journey. I don't want to talk about all my stuff and just update you all the time. I want to legit have subjects and topics, and hopefully people that are spoken enough that can do a podcast with me, even over Skype video messaging. We can record the screen. You don't even need to be here. But I want conversations. I want to expand our mind, our knowledge. I want to ask those hard questions. I want to push people's buttons. I want to start conflict. Without conflict, you can have no working democracy. Remember that one. They want to get rid of our conflict? That's the most dumbest idea ever. We need the people who disagree with us. Do you understand? I need the people who disagree with me to tell me why they disagree with me. Quit being a fucking pussy. You're not going to hurt my feelings, okay? You're not going to make me resent you or get angry. I'm telling you, I'm opening myself up, saying, please, for the love of God, tell me why you disagree. Tell me why you don't like me. Not so I can convince you to like me. I want to see the perspective of the people that are on the other side. Those are the ones I feel like we need to help the most. Those are the ones that are the most stubborn and unconvincing. So please, if you feel some type of way about me or the things that I say, maybe try your best to be polite and mature about how you comment things. But I would really like to know exactly why you do not vibe with any of this, or why you disagree, or something that I said that you disagree with. If you don't share your conflict and your disagreement, I cannot put the two perspectives together and find a maybe potentially better solution and answer for both of us. Everything I say is always open to growing and being added onto an interpretation. Nothing is set in stone. I'm always learning something new. I'm not saying that this is the way things are. I'm trying to find the way, just the truth. And yes, I take spirituality as the most important thing on the planet. It's the most important thing in my life. It always has been. And now that I know that it's real, for me, there's nothing I really wouldn't do for it. Everything at the end of the day is about my mission and spiritual purpose. I don't care how irrational, illogical, or foolish you may think it is. Okay? If you think it is, why don't you let me get into your ear just a little bit as to why I even feel this deeply passionate, why it's that important? Would you even let me even tell you why? Or you know that I'm very, very, very well-spoken and convincing on some of this stuff, right? Do you maybe not want to hear me because you don't want to be convinced? You don't want to have to think about? All I'm saying is one day, if you don't ever give yourself the option to at least, you haven't heard me out. You might have heard other people out. Give yourself one more chance to maybe be convinced. Is the spirituality thing even a thing to even be concerned with? Let me talk to you, or watch one of my videos about this subject in the future. Give it a chance. By then, I can guarantee you that I will 99% chance plant a seed in you that even if you don't get it to grow right then and there, and maybe you still disregard it, you will remember the words that I say one day. Those words will take root and something will change. Until then, until you're brave enough to even open your mind up to exploring these ideas with me, and you want to stay an unbeliever and just a organic piece of dirt that's just going to go back to being organic dirt and has really no bigger overarching purpose. There's so much more to all of us, you and me, that we all even have any idea about. We all have so much superpowers within us. We can do incredible stuff. We came here to learn. We came here to put ourselves in a place where pain and trauma and conflict and sorrow is a way of enlightenment. We chose, possibly, according to a lot of major spiritual advisors or speakers, we chose our own life. The people we live with, who our family is, our hardships. We're trying to learn these lessons to grow into our and there's never really, you never stop learning and growing. We may have potentially lived hundreds of thousands of lives, and we always have things to learn. Remember, your pain and trauma, your hardships, the hardships of your loved ones, they're there for a reason. None of it's in vain. All of your choices of the past, it was all needed to be that way in order for you to get to where you are supposed to go. None of it was a waste. None of it was a mistake. None of it was in vain. And if anybody ever has anything else to say about it, I really want you to tell them, in your mind at least, and in your energy, just, I don't need you. I know what you're saying. I understand why you say it. But I will never believe that about myself. Everything I have done, maybe I'm not proud of it all for the sake of everyone else's opinion about it. Or maybe for what it put other people through. Maybe I wish I could have learned these lessons in a less harsher way that wouldn't have affected you so negatively, and for that I'm sorry. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for it. I think that it was there for a reason. I'm not excusing the behavior. I'm saying that it is all already kind of written for it to be that way. And if I can do what I need to do with it in the future, you'll understand why. I'm not trying to make this to hope that this makes everything make sense to me. I know that I know not to build up my own ego. I know that I am meant to be of service to other people, to try to help other people emotionally grow, emotionally get over and get through things. I don't know how I'm going to be used or in what way exactly. And I know that I have a whole lot of mature, dedicated responsibility to take to making this happen. There is equally a chance that I don't make it happen. There is equally a chance that I make it happen by tomorrow. I know that you guys understand. I don't want to ever be your leader or a teacher or above you. You are just as equal to me as everybody else. You are just as capable and offer just as much as I could. I will never live up to the expectations of all the people that maybe want me to. And I will probably be just a little bit of an outcast in most situations. Not purposefully, but I know that I didn't live the most, holiest of lives. You have every right, I guess, to feel the way you feel, and some people that maybe disagree with a lot of my past choices. There's nothing I can do about it now. Know that I'm doing really the best that I can do. I won't be perfect. And I just want you guys to know that you don't have to be perfect. You definitely don't have to get over stuff right now. The universe will still work with you and for you and through you. I just want to show you that I'm going to make it happen. Before I make it happen, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to make it happen when I have really a whole lot that I haven't made happen just yet. I have money that I need to pull out of my butt in less than 24 hours somehow. Can I stay in a frame of mind that will bring more abundance to me, or am I going to stay worried that I'm not going to have all the money I need? Those two, you either bring in and create your own sabotaging moments, or you manifest your abundance. Depends on how much you can fake it till you make it. Just do fake it till you make it till you can actually do it properly. But you say it, you think it. Don't let yourself say, I'm stressed out, I'm worried, I don't know how this is going to happen, how this is going to work. Try it for at least today. Everywhere you go, say it out loud. Repeat it out loud. I will have all of my needs met, or I will live in abundance. I will have more than I need. Try it. Try it as much as you can. I'm telling you right now. I hope you will stay a part of this journey with me, guys. I know that I'm inconsistent with uploads. I know that it's not an everyday thing. But I really do want to be here for you. And yes, for those of you that joined my channel for maybe my health situation, just know that no, it's not completely fixed. Know that it's still very much pisses me off quite a bit. I have found more of a solution than I ever have, but not a complete solution. I will update this when the time comes. This is something obviously that you guys know. I can't publicly talk about this really anymore until I'm in a place that I can handle whatever way it goes. It could go in my favor, it could not, okay? And right now I can't afford it to blow up. I need to be able to, which so far I've handled it very well, and I think we're reaching a conclusion. I will explain that conclusion in the future, but just know I'm healing and I'm significantly better, but still it's enough of a problem to make me very, very, very upset. Still not okay with it. I can't talk about it publicly. It just not until just when the time is a bit more right in every area of my life, okay? Right now, just know I do want to update you guys. I want to tell you the solution that I kind of found that kind of makes it 98% better. But no, this is a demon that will not leave me alone. It's something that I'm hoping, well, I'm saying as a fact that in my heart, I can't help it but to be in a very mood a lot of times. Even though I have all the spiritual knowledge and all the things that I know in my heart, I'm damn mad that I have to do things. Really, I have to do things and keep up on it in a way that is just, no one understands. It seems very odd to other people. I'm sure it's just, I'm so overwhelmed by it still, even though things are a lot better. I still, some days, a whole lot of documentation or doing it properly to get you to understand, but it's something that it makes me contemplate every other day, whether I want to keep trying or whether I want to totally give up. Since it's moving forward in a better direction, usually, I'm not giving up. When I talk about it one day, you'll understand that if I can get through this, the most biggest fucking roadblock of all time, you can get through anything, trust me. This has been the most gnarly, most uncomfortable, and the most unforgiving, most brutal thing I've ever gone through. And it's been 3 years. I will succeed. I have to succeed. But this situation has been about 50 to 75% of the main reason that I am constantly stuck and not really doing what I want to do. It takes up so much time and effort to do just stupid stuff. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense to you right now, but trust me, it will one day. But no, it's still very much affecting me. And it makes me, well, kind of, I just want to run away from the entire world all the time. I don't even want to be outdoors. It's traumatized me like beyond what I thought it ever would. I mean, it's really damaged me quite a bit. However, I still have gotten miles ahead, further than I ever have in life. I'm more comfortable than I have been in a decade, at least materialistically, financially. God and the universe, I deserve the life that I really want, the life that I can really be of benefit to others. I know I'll get it. I know I deserve it. I really have gone through what I like to consider the worst torture you can imagine. It's like the worst torture you can imagine. Okay? I know that maybe you don't understand what I'm talking about. Good thing you don't. But there is nothing that compares to the, I mean, there are other health issues out there, I'm sure. But to me, it's just about as bad as it can get, because there is nothing, you'll understand. You know what it's like to have to pretend like this has not been the problem that it has been all the time. To act like nothing's really bothering me when there's something very much bothering me all the time. It's been devastating. And I've done everything I can do, and it's still not fixed. Even though, no, I can't give up every vice I have in order to maybe make it more fixed, because I have to have something that makes me feel at least happier from it. It makes me so freaking dark and just depressed as hell, when I have every reason in the world otherwise to be thrilled about life. I'm very grateful. And I still believe that I'm getting what I want in life, but this particular thing, it just has made me, I'm just so bitter. I'm so miserable sometimes. I'm so isolated, because I purposefully isolate. If this could just go away, I mean, I'd probably feel like I won the lottery, you know? I really need to be healed, like 100%. I can't really explain yet, unless you guys want to make me a successful channel overnight. The more success you allow me to hopefully bring in, the more truth that I will reveal. I just want to pretend like it was all a bad dream. I just wish it would just fucking go away. It's just like, it has been the biggest enemy of my life. I have never hated something more than I have hated this. It's brought a darkness and a rage in me. Thank God. I mean, I had wished many times, can I just please get the courage to just end it? Like, I'm so miserable and uncomfortable from this. Please just let me fucking figure out a painless way to totally end it quickly. And, you know, my spiritual beliefs, my major purpose, the things I'm supposed to do for others, I can't do that. I was really wanting to have the ability to, though. That's just how bad it really has been at times. I thank God it's gotten better. If it was as bad as it used to be, I would not be here. If it gets as bad again as it used to be, I doubt I can hold on through another round of that. If there's ever been something that's held you back in life, I'm telling you right now, I have the ultimate example of a fucking roadblock that prevents you from moving forward in every area of your life. I'm not kidding. When I talk about this one day, believe me, it needs to be told in a way that you really get it, because I want you to know that no situation that you're in is anything you can't handle. So I want to share my story to help you see that if I can do it, you can too. Nothing will stop you and nothing will stop me. I will not give up, and neither will you. And all the haters and doubters and people that aren't for us, I'm fucking for you. And I'm telling you that you can have what you want. You can have the life you deserve. And at least on this channel, you have the friends that you deserve. You're not alone. People do really care, and they want to see you become all that you can possibly become. I don't mean someone working a 40-hour week job that has great credit and has a nice car and an apartment so your dad and mom are nice and happy. That's a plus. But what makes you happy? Maybe you want to live in a tent by the river with your dog in a little RV or something. Maybe that would make you totally fulfilled. What do you want? I don't care what you want, as long as it's not harming other people. You can have the life that you want. I can have the life that I want, and I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm speaking all this right now before it is a reality. I have things that I could doubt every bit of this process. The universe is gonna give me what I want, what I need, what I desire, and that is a lot of abundance, financial abundance, so that I can totally take care of all of the reasons to even think about any kind of thing that I need or need to spend eventually, or this or that. Financial matters need to be completely erased from even being a thing. And I need an environment of complete, total 100% creative control, and I need my time and my investment of my time to be utilized to its full potential. I need my time to recharge in every of the best way I can possibly recharge. I want to be surrounded by people that are like-minded, and I also need you as much as I'm trying to be here for you all. If it wasn't for me trying to help uplift you, I couldn't uplift myself. I need to be of service to other people in order to really have the willpower to do better for myself. I need to be of some type of service. And when it comes to spiritual, self-empowerment, whatever, spiritual enlightenment, you don't even need to be a believer ever. I just want to empower you, tell you that you are just as worthy. You should be just as cool as all the other people that you know. You should be able to have the happiness, the smiles that everyone else is. You are accepted. You are loved. You're valued. You offer something to this world and to me. There is something that you can teach me, and there's something I can teach you. You will never do anything to make me give up on you if that's really what you want. I'm looking for my whole new soul tribe. People that are there no matter what. Never to leave, never to backstab, never to manipulate, 100%, always got your back. That's what I'm offering you. If you guys offer, you don't have to, you can be a viewer, you don't have to be in the collective club mindset idea. I just want to help you, if at the very least, watch me, watch my crazy ass, watch what will be coming in the future. When you see that I'm going to be given an extraordinary blessing that's impossible to believe, I hope then that'll at least get your attention enough to keep watching. God's gonna give it to me. I don't know how soon. Pretty sure pretty soon though. So please just keep watching. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna try to quit talking about myself, what I'm gonna do or not do. This is about, the subject matter will be different from this point forward. I just wanted to update you. Came here with nothing. I am much happier, but at the end of the day, I still have my main problem that is really making me, yes, back and forth. I'm equally hopeful as I am equally in despair. I do know that that right outcome I want to have happen will happen. I will get healed. I will get what I deserve. In the meantime, I know it's happening to me still for a reason, and, well, we'll just have to see what that reason is when the time comes. I hope you guys will keep watching. I know I talk for a long time. I need you to see the emotion, and I just hope that you are... Please, tell me, how can I do things like this when I talk freely? how can I make this more interesting? How can I make this to where you're more interested? Help me become better. What can I do better, differently? What can I do that will make you maybe not click off the video so quick? Maybe make you want to watch the other stuff. Please tell me my bullshit. Help me grow. Give me the conflict. Give me the anything you have to say. Please. Good and bad. I need to know. Thank you. I love all of you. I hope you become a subscriber. I'm a very interesting kind of guy with a very weird, interesting kind of life. And I really like it about myself, but I really have the best intentions for everyone around me. I don't like being in any kind of environments where I don't feel accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like where I feel like, I don't know. You know, what happened to my complexion, it really makes me just really self-conscious. I feel like I have to explain my situation in some ways to people, and I don't want to be around people that are like making me feel bad or judging me or criticizing me or something, you know? And I fucking hate it. Like, I hate the fact that I can't, like, I'm such a loving person. I would really want to do anything for people. Why can't they see I'm just socially awkward? I have a hard time in new places. I get anxiety. At least understand, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to have my own business, man. I want my own thing at some point, and I need it as fast as possible. I need to be able to speak completely honest about everything. It's just something I feel like I just have to do, or I'm going to explode. I know it might be a foolish thing to some, but yes, I'm going to tell my entire life story in its fully vulgar and very disturbing detail. Very hopeful, good and bad, but yes, it will not have any holding back. It'll give a lot of people a whole lot of reasons to talk shit. Probably. It's ultimately for a larger purpose, but I just feel like I have to talk about it. Get it out there to the whole fucking world if they want, and then move on from that. They can think whatever they want. As long as they know the story, then let them think whatever after that. If they read it, I have no more doubts or insecurities. At least I can move on. Can't do that though until there could be consequences from that I may not be able to deal with just yet. So we'll see. Good night.